When she signed the divorce papers at 46, the silence wasn't dramatic. It was administrative. There were no shouting matches left, no emotional speeches, just signatures. But that night, sitting alone at her dining table, she realized something far more unsettling than the end of a marriage. She knew how much they earned. She didn't know how much she had. There's a difference. For years, she trusted the system inside her marriage. He handled investments. He spoke to the accountant. He reviewed retirement accounts. He made tax decisions. She participated, but she didn't own it. And divorce doesn't just divide assets. It exposes awareness gaps. At 46, that realization feels heavier than it would at 26, because time feels different. But here's what most women misunderstand in this moment. It's the delayed ownership shift, the moment you move from being financially informed. But because you were never trained to lead in this area, let's slow this down. After divorce, there are 3 phases most women go through financially. The first is disorientation. Accounts feel abstract. Numbers feel intimidating. Every login screen feels like exposure. This is normal. The second phase is reaction. Cutting expenses impulsively. Moving money without clarity. Avoiding statements out of stress. This is where costly mistakes happen. But the third phase, the one that changes everything, is structure. And structure begins with visibility. Not investing. Not rebuilding wealth. Not chasing growth. Visibility. When she finally sat down and listed everything, truly everything, something shifted. Bank accounts, retirement funds, debts, monthly expenses, insurance policies. The number wasn't catastrophic. It was simply unclear, and uncertainty magnifies fear. Clarity reduces it. So if you're 46 or anywhere near it and navigating divorce without a financial plan, here's where the ownership shift begins. Step 1, calculate your independent baseline. Not what you had as a couple, what you now sustain alone. Housing, insurance, utilities, food, transportation, minimum obligations. This becomes your new reality number. Not emotional, structural. Step 2, separate stability from growth. Before thinking about investing or rebuilding retirement, ask, after divorce, stability isn't optional. It's emotional protection. Step 3, rebuild financial literacy slowly. You don't need to become an expert overnight. You need to understand. And here's something important. Divorce at 46 is not financial failure. It's forced awareness. Many women discover for the first time that they are capable of managing far more than they assumed. The ownership shift is uncomfortable, but it's also powerful, because once you are fully responsible, you are fully aware, and awareness changes posture. She told me something months later. I thought I was losing security, but I was actually gaining control. Security you build yourself feels unfamiliar until it becomes strength. Divorce didn't ruin her finances. Delay did. But 46 is not too late for structure. It's just late enough to take it seriously. If you're navigating financial independence after divorce or quietly realizing you've never fully owned your money, this is your ownership shift. And here we don't rebuild with panic. We rebuild with structure. If this resonates, subscribe to Quiet Wealth for Women, because financial independence after 40 isn't loud. It's deliberate, and deliberate women build lasting stability.